Hi, it's James here today. And today I was watching a video. Mr. Premier Doug Ford was dumping out, I think it was like a 40 ounce of Crown Royal whiskey onto the cement pavement. Just dumping it right out because he's mad because Crown Royal is leaving Amherstburg, Windsor, Ontario, and moving their workforce to the States. It's their option. And if they find themselves more profitable in the States, they got to do what they got to do. But just to sit there and pour out probably a $65 bottle of whiskey onto the ground, then say to the public he's going to hire cleaners to clean up the sidewalk, well, I hope the cops pull him over because he hit his foot with it. And he probably stinks like alcohol. But if he had any brains, a small brain, he would have went to the liquor store and probably bought 20 bottles on taxpayers' money. So I'm sure that bottle he said he had in his basement was paid by taxpayers. He said, yeah, it's in my basement. I'm pouring it out. Well, who pays his wages? It's the taxpayers. You know, I would have went and bought 20 bottles of Crown Royal and brought them to the local Legion. You know, the Legions are doing tough right now. Not a lot of customers, not a lot of veterans coming in anymore because they can't drive. And donate them to the Legions, and they can have raffles and make a couple dollars. You know, simple as that. You know, you bring a bottle of whiskey into a Legion and say it's 50 cents for a ticket to win a bottle of whiskey. They make a couple bucks and you have a chance of winning a bottle of whiskey. This guy's a complete fucking idiot. He's trying to make himself look good, but he's making himself look like a fucking idiot. You know? Do something nice. Doing that's not going to impress anybody. If you want to impress somebody, do something for the workers and say, okay, we're going to open up some other plant and guarantee you jobs. Because these people are going to be 180 people. They're going to be in tough times soon. You know, simple as that. But anyways, I hope he doesn't get voted back in. You know, kids watch this on TV. And if he had just a minute brain, he wouldn't be pouring whiskey on a public cement floor. You know? Because all the kids watch YouTube. He could do better. It's not right. Just watch the video. Doug Ford poured out a bottle of Crown Royal and taping it. Fuck. I don't see President Vladimir Putin pouring out vodka anywhere. He's smarter than that. He'll just sell it to China and to Kim Jong-un in North Korea. But yeah, you know, the video, it's just blows my mind of the low IQ of Doug Ford. You know, that's not the right thing to do. Simple as that. Anyways, just do your research on it. You know, if you think that's the right thing to do, that's your decision. I don't think it was the right thing to do in public. You know, and if the police did their fucking job properly, they would have arrested him with having open alcohol in public. Because it happened to me before. But yeah, the police should have did their job. But they don't want to fuck with the premier. Because he pays their wages too. But yeah, he donated a 40 ounce of Crown whiskey to the cement. What a fucking idiot. I see him do some ton shits. Surprised he ain't smoking crack like his brother Rob. Anyways, James out.